how to find strength for the battle you didn't choose, especially when everything feels unfair, and still find purpose in pain. Okay. You didn't ask for the storm. You didn't sign up for the betrayal, the loss, the rejection, the diagnosis, the delay, all the pressure. You didn't choose the setbacks, the failure, all the toxic environment, okay? The toxic environment. You are trying so hard to survive in life. You know, life handed you a fight that wasn't on your schedule, a burden that wasn't in your plan. And now here you are trying to stay strong in a situation you never saw coming. But let me remind you of something powerful. The battle may not have been your choice, but how you respond is your responsibility, okay? When everything feels unfair, your mind starts playing tricks on you. You start asking, why me? You start looking around, comparing your pain to other people's peace. You wonder why you always seem to be the one fighting while others are feasting. And if you are not careful, bitterness begins to replace hope. But I need you to hear this loud, okay, and clear. Strength doesn't always look like smiling through the storm, okay? Sometimes it looks like standing anyway, breathing anyway, praying anyway, showing up anyways, okay? Strength is not the absence of struggle. It's the decision to stay grounded even when the ground feels like it's shaking, okay? You are not weak because you cry. You are not weak because you're tired. You are not weak because you feel like giving up. You are human. And the fact that you are still listening, still seeking, still standing, that is proof that there is more strength in you than you can ever imagine. So how do you find strength in a battle you didn't choose? First, accept the reality without letting it define your identity. Yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt. But no, it doesn't get to rewrite the truth about who you are. You are not just a victim of circumstances. You are a vessel of purpose. And sometimes the oil of your purpose is pressed out through pain, okay? Now, secondly, stop waiting for life to be fair before you start growing. Life was never promised to be fair, but growth is always possible. Don't let the injustice of the situation stop you from investing in yourself. Read, heal, talk, reflect, evolve. Your situation may be messy, but you can still rise with clarity, okay? Now, the third point I'll give is dig deep for the lesson hidden in the pain. Every painful experience comes with two options. You either let it break you or build you. And trust me, I know what it means to be broken, but I always know what it means to be, rebuilt by grace, wisdom, and resilience. Okay. When you are in the middle of a battle, that you didn't choose, it can feel like nothing makes sense. But over time, purpose begins to whisper. Sometimes that whisper is in the people you are now able to help because of what you have survived. Sometimes it is in the boundaries you finally learn to set. Other times it's in the voice you never used to have until pain forced you to speak up. You didn't have to have all the answers today. You just need to keep choosing strength, one breath at a time. Mindset tribe. This isn't just about motivation, it's about transformation. Pain may have come into your life uninvited, but it doesn't have the final say. You do, and today you choose to rise. Not because it's easy, but because purpose is calling. You need to stay strong, irrespective of what you are going through. I am speaking to you today. I do not know what you're going through. You may have had a very, very terrible diagnosis. Maybe your husband has got a terrible diagnosis. It could be your child, it could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be a very sweet friend of yours. I want you to know that you can stay strong. You can hope against hope and believe against belief. You can connect to your source, okay? What is your source? What do you believe in? Are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? Are you an Hindu? Or what are you? What is that source that you need to connect to? That is another point. You must connect to your source, okay? Mindset Tribe, welcome back to another powerful episode of the Mindset Mentor podcast with Anusom. This is about strength, how to find strength for the battle that you didn't choose. You know that sometimes life hands us battles that we never had in our schedules. But as you continue to struggle, you continue to stand strong, you continue to win over those battles. God is going to grant you strength. I want you to know that you're bigger, stronger, and even better than you can ever imagine. You're going to find purpose in the pain that you are going through today. You're going to stand strong. You're going to overcome. I join my faith with you today, and I pray that whatever it is that has eaten you so badly, that thing that has made your life so miserable, unlivable, I pray that God grants you the strength to go through this very turbulent times of your life. And I know that you indeed, irrespective of what the situation is, you shall rise up again. Now, if you think this has brought you some kind of value, please subscribe if you may and share our videos. Turn on the post notification bell and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.